Oh, my eyes! My eyes! Ah! Ah!
It's like milk, made for humans. It's like milk, but made for humans. Wow, wow, no cow. No, no, no. Wow, wow, no cow. No, no, no. Wow, 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 no cow. No, no, no. Wow.
Welcome to Waynesboro.
Party on, Wayne.
Party on, Garth. As a local access show, we want everyone to support local restaurants.
But,
We'd never shamelessly rely on a celebrity cameo.
right, Cardi B?
No, God!
Yeah, eat local.
Or jump on the latest trend.
No, God, please, no! No!
All right.
Local eats, Wayne's World, yummy time, excellent.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering. I know this isn't an elegant house coat. This is Huck's blanket. I'm wrapping it around myself today to get my scent on it because he's going to puppy daycare tomorrow to get some extra socialization. Since it's a single degree here in Wisconsin, he's been missing out on going to the park. Now, Super Bowl, whatever, happened last night. As I didn't watch it. I'm not going to shame people who did. Selfishly, I, of course, being from Milwaukee, I'm a Packer fan, and it just stung too much. And over the past few years, the Super Bowl has been getting extraordinarily woke. And that's a huge turnoff. You know, the commercials, their end goal has never changed, right? They've always existed to sell you crap. But now they're using social consciousness to sell you crap. Even Saturday Night Live, of all people, started pointing it out. You could see Saturday Night Live's cold open. The weepy clashed with the cheesy in a pointed puncture of socially conscious Super Bowl ads in the cold open of Saturday Night Live. To reflect on this moment in history, you'll see impassioned commercials. Noted pregame sports personality. Cue moving videos of Olympic runner Jesse Owens, Rosa Parks, Martin Luther King, and BLM street mural. We must always strive for equality, the narrator urged. We must always reach for Cheez-Its. It's historically delicious. In another ad, the Budweiser Clydesdales frolicked in a gorgeous mountain panorama until one of them kicked the cure, the preventative, into some old lady's arm. And at least it actually seems like these woke ads from brands have backfired now. Finally, you know, for years, this channel and others and all my viewers have seen through this corporate wokeism, fake crap. And only now, in the last year or two, is the progressive side of the world, the far left, really, realizing it. And now it's funny because they're coming out like they discovered the fact that these brands were hollow. And it's unbelievable. You can even see back to an older article in Vogue talking about how people pointed this out. Super Bowl commercials, a recap. This is from a few Super Bowls ago. Dodge using MLK to sell trucks. Budweiser spent $5 million on an ad to brag about donating $100,000 in water. Hyundai, buy our cards or kids with cancer will die. You know, and all Budweiser just spent $5 million on a commercial to brag about donating $100,000 in water. We can see your fake wokeness. This is people calling it out 2 years ago. Even yesterday, Mariah Carey, every time wokeness and the NFL intersect, Colin Kaepernick is brought up. Now, the thing is, people, a lot of people who are on the Kaepernick train, it's like all they know about football. Here's what most of these idiots know about football. Colin Kaepernick was quote-unquote wronged, and Tom Brady, orange man bad. Tom Brady likes orange man, so Tom Brady man bad. The reality is Colin Kaepernick played so poorly that he lost his job. And he had been riding the pine for a long time before he ever decided to start kneeling. This is an inconvenient truth. These people somehow forget it. You can even go back to some of the statistics at the time. Here, no team wants him because he took a stand against injustice. Let's look at the last 2 seasons. Games 21, NFL ranked 26th. Win-loss ratio, he won 3 games, lost 16, 34th. Completion percentage, 59%, 32nd in the NFL. Total QBR, 52, 31st in the NFL out of a total of 35. So he was the second losingest quarterback in the league when he tried to complain about being blackballed. Now, if you want to make the argument that Colin Kaepernick could have been a serviceable backup, I'd agree with you. And the reason he wasn't getting those jobs was actually twofold. One, he didn't want them. He turned them down. When he got an NFL workout, what did he do? He wore a weird Che Guevara t-shirt and pig socks and didn't even show up. He didn't want to play in the NFL if he couldn't start, and he successfully fooled all these morons into thinking it was because he was black. It's ridiculous. The NFL is the highest concentration in any organization of millionaires that are also black. The idea that Colin Kaepernick was somehow different is absurd. The guy could have been a backup. He didn't want to be a backup. He saw he was about to get cut by the 49ers, so he knew if he started kneeling and all this stuff, it would be a bad look for them to cut him. And oh, by the way, he still has $100 million contracts with Nike. He grew up in a life of privilege after being adopted by a Wisconsin family. We won't go down that road, but the idea that Colin Kaepernick is some sort of icon is absurd. He's still taking money from Nike, who makes all their stuff in sweatshops. But Mariah Carey even shades the NFL. This is what happens when you spend time deciding you want to focus on wokeism. Mariah Carey shades the NFL over Kaepernick's Super Bowl 2021 ad commercial pledging to end systemic racism. The star helped get Kaepernick's name trending during the big game. Her saying they had this cringe ad. Fine. Hey, look, if you're against it, I mean, this is a non-heroic stance to take. I mean, everyone should be against this. I'm not giving you a like and retweet for saying more racism is bad. And Carey mockingly wrote, "Hey, Colin Kaepernick Appreciation Day." Now you could argue he did, raise awareness. I think he was successful in that. But he definitely didn't. Again, here, seeing the NFL commercial to donate $250 million to end bad things, but thinking about how they did Colin Kaepernick for taking a knee. Again, no, he could have been a serviceable backup. Nobody wanted him because well, he didn't want to be a backup first and foremost. Okay. Second, he brought a huge circus with him. And who wants that for a backup quarterback? I mean, we saw the same thing with Tim Tebow. These guys, NFL teams don't want guys that are bigger than the team. And you see Trump Jr. complains about Super Bowl ads, calling him a woke-tobia after the first commercial. Again, I didn't watch it because I know that's what the commercials are. Again, not judging you if you enjoyed it because whatever, life goes on, right? Don Jr. leads charge against soft Super Bowl ads as Springsteen calls for unity on behalf of Jeep, and Lenny Kravitz claims we are all billionaires for Stella Artois. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, these commercials are weird. But you know what? In a world of where we're trying to bring everybody together, we made sure to have the black national anthem played before the game. You might be asking, what is the black national anthem? Well, it is a song that the NFL started, I think, really opening week. I don't know if any teams did it during the season, but now we did it during the Super Bowl. So we had Alicia Keys singing Lift Every Voice. And look, I don't have any problem with having multiple songs in a game, and obviously that's going to be the case. I do have a problem calling it the Black National Anthem because, you know, what is everyone supposed to do then? If you're not black, are you supposed to stay seated? What do black folks do during the national anthem? You know, are they supposed to, do they get standing privilege? Do they get to stand for both? Are they supposed to sit? The idea that there is a black national anthem is divisive in and of itself, and creates this weird, so what is the national anthem? National anthem should be for all people, of course. Then Creepy Joe got on the Jumbotron and gets booed, telling everyone to go get their shots. According to reports, 22,000 fans attended the Super Bowl on Sunday. The Bidens barged in and they made a creepy video appearance before kickoff to lecture Americans about social distancing during the Super Bowl. Americans just can't get on with their lives because Democrats have to drone on and on about the coof every second of every day. Well, that's not untrue. Let's remember we can do our parts. Wear masks. Stay socially distanced. During a Super Bowl where grown men are smashing into each other. And he gets booed, of course. Now, that's not new. Trump used to get booed all the time, too. So President Joe Biden and his wife get booed. You know, people are triggered because Tom Brady didn't wear a mask, but they want to consume, nonetheless, the product that the NFL is putting forth, but they also want to whine about it. I've got a legendarily bad instant regret video on that later today. Look, the Super Bowl is something that is supposed to bring people together. Well, it's supposed to make money for the NFL, but it's a tradition in many households. It's not a tradition in my household anymore because, well, really the divisiveness that it causes. It's become about everything else other than the game. And I haven't seen the ratings. I'm not sure that ratings would be affected. I mean, everybody's still stuck at home. I assume ratings will be up like they are every year, but it'll be interesting to see how that breaks down. Watching Amy Schumer shill mayo. I mean, she probably drinks mayo instead of milk, so it's probably makes sense. And then you have the weird oat milk thing. I mean, billions of dollars were spent advertising hundreds of millions of dollars were spent advertising during the Super Bowl, and it's all trash. Hope you enjoyed this video. Think about togetherness rather than divisiveness. Be aware of people that preach togetherness and in action spend all their time trying to divide. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.